Stand by for the opening night of the National Television Service.
So I'm going to start a new segment on the show today called Horrible News, where I have scoured the news and found news stories that'll probably ruin your day.
Well, I'm glad that we'll get to hear it from your sympathetic perspective.
I mean, it's kind of just shockingly bad.
No, I know, but like I can hear it. They're shockingly bad, and you're gonna giggle as you say them.
Oh no, the first one you're gonna listen to. First one's not even gonna be fucking. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Heartbreaking story.
Grandson got herpes after he put his mouth on a used condom he found in their hotel bed when they stayed at the Wyndham Garden Hotel in downtown Atlanta. When we first broke this story Monday, Jones told us her grandson thought the dirty condom was a balloon.
I ran out the bathroom, and my grandson had a condom in his mouth. I mean, his tongue was in the condom, and he was trying to blow it up.
That happened on.
So a child went into a hotel room and found a balloon on the ground and tried blowing it up. And then his grandma came out and found that it was a herpes-infested condom. That child now has herpes. I should have set up the story before I played it.
No, I don't know if that was the problem. I think we're more just, it's inherently horrible, so you're kind of taking a little bit of time to react. I wonder, so for example, I have had friends, not ones that I've fucked, but I've had friends diagnosed with herpes, and it seems to be like everyone who's been diagnosed with it, it kind of seems to be like the toad around it is like, fuck it, just talk about it and be honest and take away like the stigma that comes with it.
The moral of the story is not that bad. Fuck that kid. Wait, you got a cold. You got a cold and a cool, just bend it into a dog at least.
I mean, just got grown up chicken pox.
He already has herpes. At least turn it into something cool. Like a fucking flower hat.
Well, think of all the cool people who he won't be afraid of having sex with now.
That's funny. Yeah, you can just have unprotected sex with strangers.
No, not quite, but yeah. You won't get herpes a second time. But also, I mean, to be fair, is it oral herpes?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because if it's just like the cold sore strain of herpes, a lot of people have that. It's very common.
I mean, because I think it's like 8 or 7 out of 10 people have like some sort of herpes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
because it is really close to chickenpox.
A big part of the story is that he can't kiss his grandmother anymore, and that's why it was so sad. So I'm gonna guess that it's oral herpes.
Yeah.
Herpes.
I don't know. If I was a
I'd
grandma,
be pissed.
I would.
I'd be pissed at that Holiday Inn, yo.
Yeah, no, I'd be pissed.
Oh my god, you would?
It's just a cold sore.
Yeah, I don't want any disease from anyone. Even if it's just like a minor inconvenience, it's fine to stay over. Really? You'd do that?
I don't know. I've never been a mom or a grandmother, but I imagine that I wouldn't care. Especially if you're a grandma, you're gonna die soon anyway.
Well, I imagine it's like if you knew, like, for example, like I have some certainty that like my girlfriend has herpes, but if she did, I'm not going to change my course. I'm just going to be like, oh, that fucking sucks.
Wait, oral or?
I mean, I love her enough where I guess both, but I mean, genital would be annoying.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Or you're talking in a hypothetical scenario?
I'm talking a hypothetical scenario where it's like, I love Lily very much and I don't have any intention on breaking up with her. So I would think of it as being like
Megan.
Hey, if I randomly got herpes,
no.
Well, from one of your Jimmy John's trips, Zach, that's where she got herpes.
No, I mean, if there was a way to just spontaneously get herpes that wasn't like some side dick, or like, can you get herpes through a dirty needle?
I don't think so.
I bet you can.
It's not a blood thing.
Yeah, it is.
it blood?
I mean,
I don't know.
I bet if you get,
I think none of us know what we're talking about. We should move on. I don't know.
If I start
I'd break
using
up with
dirty
you.
needles, you should break up with me. Just
No. Let's just say like you could catch it in the air. Like,
okay. If it was an
it's like-
airborne illness,
airborne herpes, bro. You get it in the
the
eyes.
next COVID-19.
yeah, herpes of the eyes. Jesus Christ. You might break up with your girlfriend for herpes of the eyes, everyone. That sounds bad.
Zach, if you developed a cold sore, I wouldn't break up with you.
No, we're not. We're talking about genital herpes.
Oh, we are? I thought the kid just got oral herpes.
We've moved
potentially.
on.
Oh, okay.
Julian was saying that he'd
agreeing
stay.
that we'd stay with our partners for oral herpes. That is what you're saying.
I
Because I
don't
don't think we
know.
did move. Yeah. So then, how the
I
fuck
don't
did we
know.
move on?
We didn't move on.
Because I think that okay. I guess that's more divisive right there.
Sorry, babe. If you get genital herpes, I'm out. I don't want that. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think I'd be out either way.
Really?
I think so.
That sounds pretty sad, dog.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a cold sore, but all right.
So first of all, again, so we're talking about that's your child because I brought up the Lily
Grandchild.
example initially as like, I think of Lily as going to be a pretty permanent person in my life. Your children and grandchildren are definitely more permanent. So it's like I see why you would just be like, fuck it.
That's what I'm saying. If she can't kiss him, it's most likely oral herpes. And I would
Hopefully.
just be God
So
damn it.
Zach, well the thing is okay, that was a little funny. That was a little funny. You're
I like it.
I
think
fell into that one.
Hopefully.
I guess I think about it like here's the extension of the sad story. So his grandmother starts developing memory problems 5-10 years from this incident. He's grown up a little, like he kind of understands like the burden of what he has to live with. So he encounters his grandmother one day and she doesn't know that she can't kiss him. So he leans in to give him a kiss and he's like, oh no, I can't. He sees her just getting sadder and sadder. So he has to make the decision between his grandma's happiness in the moment and infecting her with a disease that's going to hurt her.
It's a cold sore. I feel
It's
like
a cold
do
sore,
other
and I
people
just
not know
crafted the
what
pianist for you right there.
It's a cold sore. There's medication.
To defend myself a little bit, germs bother me.
I know, honey.
And I think that I couldn't kiss you without it constantly being in the back of my head. You know what I mean? I think every time I look at your lips, I'd be like, ugh.
I guess
You know
I
what I
just
mean?
think
Even
that
if
would
I had it.
it would be so I agree more with the it being a persistent, but I don't know. It's just so sad, you know, like the idea that because imagine I guess it's likely if you break up with someone, if you try to find love, you probably will find someone who you can tolerate. But that being said, it just feels like I imagine the sad story, at least in my situation. I'm like, oh yeah, girlfriend got herpes and I just couldn't be around it anymore. So now I live in the old 1-bedroom here. I used to have a coworker and he had a big whiskey collection and he called it his liquid 401k. And that was his big joke of the day whenever he was talking. And he was single and he was visually everything I don't want to be. So now whenever I think about myself sad and divorced in the future, I think about inviting someone into my home and being like, it's my liquid 401k. So that's who I'd be if I broke up with Lily, and I feel like that's worth getting herpes to avoid. Straight up.
You should go back to that guy and be like, yo, I'd rather have herpes than be you. I'm gonna be honest.
This is my solid 401k, and it has fucking herpes.
Yeah, it fucking hurts every time I touch it. This is my solid.
Yeah, right.
It's the O.
What would hurt this man, and he was nice, but he was talking to me. He was a larger man too. He had some mobility issues. He had gout from all the whiskey he drank from his liquid 401k, and it gave me a dark herald into the future.
This was your coworker?
This was a coworker.
Here in Bellingham?
Not in Bellingham here, but at a a couple jobs ago.
Why'd you go to his house?
I didn't go to his house. He just told us he had a thing that was interesting about him, and he was like, "You want to see my whiskey collection?" And I was like, "Sure." And
then he showed a photo.
And he said, and then he said, "Oh, I call it my liquid 401k." And then we all laughed, or I laughed to be polite. And then he took that as like a sign to like tell everyone else. He's really just got the one joke.
That's Zachary. He'll tell me something and I giggle and then he talks about it on the show.
That's not always what happens.
And
no, I do that with Lily too. That's the comedian's way.
It's more if I'm excited about it.
I defend my boy.
And it's also if I'm at home.
Oh my God, you can dish but you can't take? Bitch.
Okay. Two things. The little bitch was funny. The second thing, hey, I don't have a problem with you defending yourself when I go at you. You're saying I can't take it. I'm being playful and interactive.
You don't seem at all quiet.
I would argue.
I defended myself.
I would argue if we're
in the
going
same
to be
way that I defended
totally
myself if you got
meta,
fucking
she's
herpes.
also being playful right now. If we're gonna get really meta with it, dog.
Yes, but that's just kind of an end of the road. Like, there's nowhere to go after that. Like that's like the ultimate. Like, oh, you dish it, but you can't take it. Like, what are you supposed to say at that point?
I get
you know
confused.
what I mean? Like what do you?
No. It's like when someone
it's like, what are we doing here?
When someone insults me and I don't think it's because I'm wrong, it's just because they like put words together. And then like the whole room is like, because I'm never wrong. No, but it's like when someone insults you for a reason you don't like get, or not like don't get, but you know, like I get that reaction too. Like if someone makes a joke about me and I'm like, hey, that was a joke. Nice. But sometimes I get the same vibe when
it's not funny.
It's not funny.
Yeah, but then you lose anyways. You're like, I don't get why that's funny. And it's like, I guess you can't take it, can you? You can dish it all you want.
I don't understand why you guys think this is so funny.
Yeah. I'm sorry for reacting that way, Megan. I appreciate your input. Speaking of input, you want to talk about your work drama?
Oh, yeah.
That's sure. All right.
All right. So, I don't know. People keep quitting.
Fuck yes. Way to sell it.
People keep quitting at my work. But Megan, I will give you
sounds like you're a real joy to work with.
As a really amateur stand-up comedian, I feel like if you have a funny story, you don't want to go, I don't know. I'm just gonna sum it up for you guys.
I'm not really sure where to start.
How about the beginning?
Okay. Monique quit with no notice.
No.
That sucked.
No, not Monique. Who the fuck is Monique, Megan?
What do you mean? At the beginning?
Monique.
God created man. I don't know what
God created
the
man
beginning.
and the earth and the heavens and Monique. Yeah. Okay, I wish you know, Megan.
In the beginning, God created diners. One of which.
No. So
he took a day off to rest, and then he was like,
you know what I need? A grand slam.
I need to make something a little more unique. Or Monique.
I need to make something a little bit
Is this what you guys meant? That you were going to run with it?
Fuck, I hate that you just said that. God damn it, Megan. Fucking, oh my God. You know what? You know what? This is, maybe the herpes is an excuse to break up with you. It's because of shit like that. Oh, she has herpes? Oh, thank God, I'm out. Thank the Lord. Jesus Christ.
I didn't think a lot of her jokes were very funny. I can take it.
Sorry.
No,
Megan, who is Monique?
Monique is the other server. So when I started,
okay,
who's
so
the
a server.
first server?
Me.
It's her.
Okay, gotcha.
Now it's just me.
Okay, just you or with you so far?
Okay, and then Dora started, and then it was me and Dora. Okay,
it's you and Dora.
And
I'm
now
with you.
Dora's quit because her husband got a job and they only have one car.
Okay, it's back to you.
What,
that's just me. And then in the kitchen.
They can't drop each other off or take staggered shifts.
She lives all the way in Everett. I don't know.
It's a horrible place for her to work, but okay.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Well, so her husband knew Melanie, and that's how she got the job. So, anyways, David is one of the kitchen guys, and he got
Okay.
fired.
Monique, Dora,
Oh.
Melody, David. Okay.
Yeah, I know, there's a lot of characters.
Here's the major players.
David got fired from side, right? But Melanie, who owns,
Hey, let's not say the
owns
name of the
it.
fucking cafe right next to our house.
yeah, right. Probably beep that out.
Yeah,
Anyways,
for
she
sure.
owns
I
the
will.
other side too, and that side, she put David to work over there, and then Gustavo decides to walk out. And
Not Gustavo.
Yeah, and he took Jose with him.
Fucking
What?
Gustavo
I
and
didn't-
Jose.
I didn't
now
know
we
Gustavo and Jose were tight like that, dog.
Yeah, well, he was training him, and then
Okay.
they just walk out because they said no more burros. And guess what Melanie said? Mas burros.
What does
Okay,
that mean? What does burros mean?
burritos.
No more
apparently.
burritos?
Yeah, because we are also a ghost kitchen, and he was trying to
Fuck
train.
yeah.
They ran out of preps, so he just walks out. And then
Okay.
she's like, "David, you're rehired."
So I have a question, and this is super
Yeah.
specific. Is burrito, because I'm thinking that burrito's like burro,
Yes.
which is like a donkey. So is a burrito like named after like the pack that you would strap to a donkey with all of your shit in it? And it's
I
like,
have
that's a burrito. Is
no
it the burrito
idea.
a name for bag?
I don't know.
Like
They
sack?
I didn't realize that burritos were called burros, and they started shouting, "No burros, no mas burros" all the time, and that it means burritos.
I've kind of learned that
No,
every-
I believe you what that means, but I'm curious where burrito comes from.
all
Goes
of, all of the Spanish that I learned in high school is like incredibly like broken down when like I hear people actually speak Spanish. Like the way they teach you to speak Spanish is so much more lengthy than the way that it's actually spoken.
The word burrito means little donkey in Spanish. Okay. I'll take little donkey
Oh,
for that.
Ito? Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
what about burro?
Ito. Burro is donkey, and then Ito is little. So it's bar Ito is little donkey.
Little
Right, but what about a
donkey.
burrito? Why do they call them burros?
'Cause you like to
Possibly
burrow.
derives from a tendency from burritos to contain a lot of different things, similar to how a donkey would be able to carry a large burden.
Wow,
We're
look
gonna
at
give that one to me.
you. You figured that out really good.
I hablo a little Espanol.
Poquito comprende.
All right, so we got
Sí.
so Monique got fired. No,
No,
Monique
no.
quit.
Monique quit.
Another
No
waiter got
notice.
hired. And then she
Dora
quit.
got- Dora got hired. She quit.
and then
Dora's actually
Who's-
from Indonesia. Fun fact.
okay.
She doesn't speak
You-
a lick of Spanish.
You and Zach say Indonesia the same way, where you're both sounding it out every time.
How do you say it?
Every time Zach was like, 'cause one of our best friends is from Indonesia, and I remember Zach in like from middle school to the end of high school, he'd be like, Isan is from Indonesia.
I didn't say it like
You
that.
totally didn't. You're dating him, so you got thrown under the bus. I say Indonesia, which you basically said. You took like the slimmest of pauses, enough for me to make
I
that
just
joke.
because I don't know, when you hear Dora, what do you think of?
I know. Okay, that's exactly where I thought you were
Dora,
going too. You
Dora,
guys are
Dora.
perfect for each other. You're
Yeah,
like, oh,
but-
Dora, you probably think she's Mexican.
She's
which,
not.
Yes, I did. Okay, I know she's not.
Considering all the other Spanish players, all right? I just wanted to point out that she's from Indonesia, and I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. They got
Like a rare Pokemon.
They got Isan.
Dora.
Okay, got a little Isan over there.
Okay,
Making
but like
burros.
you were listing people.
No, okay, yeah. So then the another waiter got hired. Oh no, sorry. So the first chef got fired.
Yeah, David.
David got fired.
But he's
David
not a
took-
chef. He's more of like a kitchen hand.
Okay.
The
and then,
fuck?
No, it's fine. And then
Even the lights want
and
us
then
to shut up.
Enrique and Jose walked
no.
out.
Gustavo
Gustavo.
and Jose.
Oh fuck!
And
I
then
made
now
up
we have
Enrique. Oh my
Gus-
god.
Yeah. Now we have
Gustavo, who's
Jesus.
from Jakarta, by the way.
Yeah, you think he was Mexican? Motherfucker's from France.
He's freaking Laos,
And then
dog.
guess-
What are you talking about?
Guess who's back? Fucking Gustavo's back.
No!
Yeah,
no,
they
he
rehired
left
him.
Jose.
Gustavo!
Yo, fuck Jose.
Yeah, straight up. How do you do that to Jose? Play with Jose's heart like
Jose's
that.
out.
He's probably
Gustavo's
scared and on
in.
his own.
Jose's
David's back
fucking
too.
Howdy, David
David.
and I keep wanting to say Enrique.
Yeah, and then Sonia didn't come to work
What's his
today.
name
Fucking
again?
don't,
What's his
dog.
name?
Just say a different name than Enrique.
Gustavo.
Think
That's
about
not even
Gus
close.
from Breaking Bad.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, here's some more people.
I knew it
Sergio.
would work sincerely. That's why.
You think he's Mexican, but he's black.
Sergio is another person. Augustine, Sonia.
Augustine sounds like
Matt.
Roman.
There's so many people, guys. So many people.
You just leave and like have just come and gone, as it were.
Well, no, Matt's the manager,
'Cause-
Melanie's the owner. Sonia's always there, and the other people are in the kitchen. But it's just me, and then Shelly does the takeout orders, and she's going back to college in California September or something.
What a bitch.
I don't mind. I'm not bothered by that. I'm going on vacation September 14th, so
Fuck yeah.
we're gonna figure it out. Is
No,
this what
we've
you
been having a
wanted?
lot of turnover at my work too,
yeah?
actually. Like I just joined and it felt like everyone who I was joining was like a veteran team player, and it feels like I've repelled them all away from work at my little optical shop.
That's sad.
Yeah. No, I mean I don't actually feel as though I've repelled them. I mean I can make myself feel that way, but that's a self-conscious thing. I don't think. I think
Is there-
it's more about school and
Is there a
money.
high turnover rate for optical?
In retail in general, I mean, I think of a turnover rate as being where I'm at right now is actually pretty nice to its employees per retail standards. Like they're actually like, you have like a real break room where they provide you like snacks and things. Like it's not the end of the world, but it's a real courtesy as far as retail goes. Like it's a kind of a nicer, more organized retail establishment to work. But yeah, I think everyone is just moving on to the next thing constantly in retail. Like I think it's pretty rare that something's going to keep you in one place unless you're just the type of person who likes to work the same job. But if you don't care whether or not you're selling like glasses or furniture or clothes or whatever the fuck, I think it's just about who's going to give you $1 more.
Motherfuckers like working at O'Reilly's for a long time.
Well, I know
There's a couple
because I saw
guys.
fucking the old fuck Nick.
Craig? Nick?
The fucking old one who you said always had off the collar opinion or off the cuff opinions.
Not Craig?
Maybe it's I don't know if it's Craig. It
Describe
might
the way
be
he
Craig.
looks?
He's got like long silver hair. He's relatively
always slicked
skinny.
back?
It's always slicked back.
And he's got glasses and he looks like a turtle.
He looks like a turtle.
Turtle the turtle? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Craig.
Okay, yeah. No,
Someone would always tell me whenever he goes to
every
Taco Time.
single time I walk in there, which has only been a couple times, but I see
It's been
Craig
Uridal.
there.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Craig at the 85th Street O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You're what made my boy. You gave him his big break, Craig.
No, Craig's a sad character. I shouldn't say that.
Well, is it just the type of
Craig's
person
cool.
who's like, you feel as though
Kind of seems like his life fell apart and he ended up at O'Reilly's and now he just does it because he needs to do something to exist. It's really sad. He used to do computer stuff. And he said he made twice as much money working and doing computer stuff. I don't know why he doesn't go do it again.
Computers are different now.
Yeah, but like even if like you were just sell computers rather than, I mean, he knows a lot about cars.
it would be so funny if you said that to Megan. You were like, nah, Megan, that's probably pretty simplistic. And then you asked him and he was like, nah, computers are different now, man. I can't fucking do it.
I say that because my dad used to work on computers, and now he can barely use his cell phone.
Oh, my dad works on computers. He's doing fucking great, guys.
Oh,
I mean, I think that you know what you know about it. It's always surprised me, like, even in my line of work, you'll meet someone that knows a shit ton about what you guys are doing, and so they seem really intelligent. But people just know what they know about, and they don't know what they don't know about. And, like, someone will, like, be a part of your life, and they'll know a lot about the thing that revolves around the thing that is a part of your life that you, like, associate them with.
Whoa,
But they're not,
what?
like, incompetent. Like,
Did you just say?
like, so I know a lot
I
of guys at
completely
my
get what you-
work
yeah.
that seem really smart because they
Okay.
know a lot about our work.
Yeah.
But then I start talking to them about stuff that I know a lot about, and they're fucking morons.
Right.
It's just like people will seem smart because they know a lot about the thing you talk to them about,
Okay.
but then you talk to them about anything else, and they're just like
Yeah, and I've been thinking about that a lot in like the context of myself recently, because that's how I like to think about things. But I've been thinking a lot about that where I feel as though it was partly taught to me, but you know, I own it. I'm a fucking adult now, where I feel like being in my mind, like being intelligent's really important to me. Like I feel really insecure whenever I say something that is like, I feel is being perceived as like stupid or something like that. So exactly, right? Where I feel as though that definitely makes me really insecure. So I kind of, in those moments where I'm feeling stupid because X person has been working at X place so much longer than me, that I just look like a moron by comparison on topics. I have been thinking about that more, but I've also been thinking like about all the areas I'm probably lacking in too. And even though like I can make myself seem like hot shit, it's like, same difference still applies, right? Like there's just too many things to know about, I feel, to ever effectively say that you're smarter than anyone else, period. There's so much stuff you could know about, right?
Indeed, my friends.
Isn't there like a saying that says it's like the fool knows everything, the wise man knows nothing?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
That.
I've heard, well, I feel like that, it reminds me of like Dunning-Kruger syndrome. Are you guys familiar with Dunning-Kruger syndrome?
Yeah.
Very familiar name, but I don't.
So it's basically
You're
like
thinking of Freddy?
With the scissors. No,
Nope.
the knives.
That's
for
Edward.
fingers.
yeah, no, with like
Yes.
he's got like the claws. He's like the three
the one
come
that
out
got
like
fired
hurts
from the
every
kitchen.
time, you know?
The only thing I know about Freddy Krueger is the joke from Rick and Morty. Truly.
Bitch.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, so there was this famous case where a man, Zach, maybe you've heard this then if you know about it, because it's kind of the example.
I just know the concept. I don't know the origin story.
A famous case for a man who noticed one day that lemon juice would make ink invisible, or would make it activate invisible ink. He noticed that lemon juice would do it. And he thought he was so ahead of the curve because he thought lemon juice made things invisible. And he went into a bank to rob it, covered in lemon juice, because he thought the lemon juice would obscure him from the view of the security camera, and he would be effectively completely invisible, and was shocked to be arrested and see the security camera footage. And that's where the term Dunning-Kruger syndrome comes in. It's basically like you're exactly what you said, Megan. It's like you're too stupid to know that you're stupid.
Got it. Yeah.
You're so stupid you have no reference point for what a smart person is, so you just can't comprehend it.
I think it has to do with, hold on, we have
Happening.
a graph.
He's doing a draw my life right now. You'll see he's not drawing the father. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. That wasn't moral.
You're a motherfucker. So my understanding.
Well, get a close-up of Kamala. Get a close-up of the Kamala
Yo,
mug.
the Kamala mug came, you guys. Let's go. So my understanding is that what is it called? Dunning-Kruger?
Yeah.
Effect is it's the proportion between your confidence and your actual knowledge. And the idea is that this probably is not proportional, is that when you first learn about something, you feel like you know a lot about it, but then as you learn more and more, you start to realize how little you actually know, and so your confidence goes down. And so the idea is that people that don't really know what they're talking about feel really confident, so they speak really loudly as if they know a lot.
Correct! SpongeBob.
And then as those people start to actually learn about the topic, they realize, oh shit, I don't know anything, so their confidence goes down. And then they start to learn more and their confidence starts to shoot up. Looking forward to the Poo Crafter comment explaining the Dunning-Kruger.
Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. And we all going together.